Again on with another disturbing truth. Now today we go take a look at the supposed trend that's going on right now with the supposed LGBTQ and protesting, basically clashing. People who against it and the people who supposed to be for it. But this is a big old agenda they got for the masses, and like I say, if they want something out there they want the masses to pay attention to, they bring you this right here like it's some kind of clash going on, but it's organized by the same world government. And we go get into it and show you some things where the new world heading with supposedly people switching over gender and everything. I talk about it from long time ago that this is a big agenda they got and their masses, and now you're seeing it in your eyes. Basically, for the new world, you can see that basically they're pushing more of these supposedly gender changing and non-binary and all of these things. Yes, for the new world. Let's get into this right here and break it down. Just make it run.
Across Canada, this has been a day of protest.
And it's not a coincidence why it's in Canada. Supposedly protest and everything. You have to understand it's part of the world destruction. Listen.
Protest and even some confrontations over sex ed and LGBTQ rights.
Take a look at this right here, people. What would these people come here to argue about? Why would they come here to argue with each other? What this is about? What is these marching and protesting about? You have to understand all government shit to consume the masses. 100%. Pay attention here.
This is one.
What is this right here? Keep sex away from what? From children? Like I say, people, it's a worldwide destruction. All the people that you see participating right here in the supposed march or riots or whatever they call it is just for the new world. 100%. It don't matter what side you see them take, they're all about the same agenda.
Many demonstrations billed as the 1 million March for Children.
1
with
million march for
supporters
children.
and opponents
Listen.
of the elimination of sexual orientation and gender identity lessons in schools facing off. In Ottawa, about 1,000 people.
And don't worry about it. The same Ottawa people, the same Ottawa that was supposed to be protesting about vaccine mandate, they full of shit on the masses. As you could see, the number 12 coding number 3. They have the Freemason hand sign right there in red. What is they bringing to the masses right here? Like I say, they have things that they put on the table and they want the masses being tuned in it. And this is one of them right here. It don't matter what side you take, you're still a part of the damn destruction of the earth.
Gathered on Parliament Hill. There, 2 people were arrested for displaying hateful material, while a third was arrested for causing a disturbance. The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick has been covering one of today's largest events. She has more details from Toronto.
The protest took place in Queen's Park, just across the street from the Ontario legislature.
That's not a coincidence why it's at Queen's Park, people. You have to pay attention to those things. All by design. Like I say, organized shit by the damn world government to disrupt the people.
This morning, groups started gathering on the south lawn of the legislature, but then moved north to this park where the two opposing groups essentially clashed. There was a heavy police presence
How
here.
did all of these people organize to go here and clash? Who organized it, people? Like I tell you before, all of these things created by the damn government, they put it together. You understand? One of them minions they use to put this thing together. Both sides. For them to be right here making a fool out of the damn people.
Keeping the two groups apart, but at times there were some heated confrontations
What
with
a joke,
people in their faces, yelling at each other, waving signs.
Just a joke, a
scuffle
show.
or two that police quickly broke up. People here voicing their opinions all around. We spoke to some parents who say they want more parental rights in the education
I'm going to
system.
ask you a question. What is all of this going to do, people? All the things that you say you want and you go down there with a picket sign. You tell me what problem that ever solve. None at all, people. None of these protests never get nothing done. You're seeing the bullshit that they give you with the George Floyd and all these protesting and marching. What the hell done, people? The same damn shit they give you over and over and over. No matter how much people you see come out in protesting and clashing. It's just a government division scheme for the dumb masses. 100%
They say they want
in.
Ontario to follow the example of Saskatchewan and New Brunswick. Those provinces have recently introduced policies that require schools to inform parents if a child decides to use a different name or pronoun. Now, some here saying Ontario...
Why wouldn't the parents know that before the damn teachers? Or whoever making that rules? What a dumb shit for the
should
people.
have similar policies. Take a listen.
At the end of the day, we want to have a discussion. We want to establish a dialogue and say, listen, whatever is being taught to our kids, parents should have a right to know about that. It shouldn't take the strong arm of the government to have to come in and kind of force these things through.
I don't understand what these people think, man. I don't get it. The school is a government institution. They institutionalize your kids. That's why you send them there, for them to brainwash them and put them into this world right here, introduce them to the system and everything. So I'm asking you, what do you think? You think they want you to know exactly what they're teaching those youths in those schools? No, people, a lot of those things gonna fuck them up later on. It's for the new world. Of course, this is why they do it. 100% in. You send them to an institution, that's exactly what they're doing to them. Brainwash and programming. Don't be thinking it's anything good coming from it.
I think it's great that the education minister has made overtures towards that, and I would hope that both sides can get together and
both
recognize...
sides and these organized science people, where they get them from. You don't get it, man. All of this shit is a show. 100%. And you see the supposed riots and protests and all of that shit in Ottawa about this vaccine mandate, and what happened? They still juice them all up there, right there. The mandatory didn't lift because of none of these shit that they put on. So like I said, this is just a show. More people gonna be transgenders when they finish with you. You understand? More people gonna be non-binary or whatever they call it. The same shit that they're pushing. The clashes are fake shit for TV.
Parents should be the final arbiters of what your children are learning in the classroom.
Education Minister Stephen Lecce did recently express support for the idea of parents being aware and informed. But
I don't understand why it's so hard. Why it would be so hard to be transparent about what you're teaching the people's youths. I don't understand why it's so hard. You have to go to all of this just to let them know this is bullshit. Like I said, they don't want you to know. Because it's actually different shit from what they teach you, because it's a new generation. That's how they do it. A new generation get new teaching for the new world. You have to understand that. So they don't want to know what they actually teaching those youths, because that's not what they teach you when you was in school. You got it?
There's no indication that Ontario will impose a province-wide policy. Currently, school boards have their own policies. The Toronto District School Board, for example, their policy is that parents would not be informed if a child makes that kind of decision without the child.
What kind of dumb shit is that, people? You're not gonna inform the parents if the child make that decision. So like I say, it's them gonna program the youths to go to that decisions. So that's why the decision gonna make in the school and not the home. Do you get it? How them gonna know about what the youths going to, as far as, you know, mentally and everything, and how they believe and what they want, more than the damn parents? That they gotta be the one to reveal it, that the youth call himself a different name or her a different name or whatever, changing their gender, so they don't have to tell you. So the youth can change a gender in school and the parents don't know about it. They're making laws where the parents don't have to know about it. This is a damn joke right here, people. Like I said, they're the one who control your youth from day one. You put them in that institution, that's exactly what it is. They control the masses, 100%. They take you from your youth and then basically grow you up and indoctrinate you in this devil world. So don't be surprised. Move.
Often cover the dangers of so-called gender-affirming care and trans ideology being pushed on impressionable children. Jazz Jennings is a case that...
Now take a look at this right here. I did a lot of video on this one. Yes, back in the days, trying to show the masses what they got going on. So you see TLC right here and also National Geographic. Both of them bring you this programming where they have a little boy, supposedly, from his 5 years old, change over the gender and turn into a girl right there on TV. And I always break it down and ask the masses, why do you think they do this? It's programming for your youth So I already talked to you about the Disney and all of these Nickelodeons and all of these things, all of these, network for this matter, who trying to teach your youth, who come to your youth rescue, like, okay, there you go, we have some program for them. You would just turn it on and leave the youth right there to get programmed by it. You don't even know what the youth is actually watching. Just because they say it's for kids, you're going to just leave them with it. Same thing you do with Disney and everything. And you know what they're doing? They're actually doing that programming to the youth's brain to make them think they're in the wrong body. They're born in the wrong body. And mostly it's going to happen to boys. I already done told you, man. It's going to happen to boys because Disney show you all those princesses, all those supposed to be, make believe with frogs and kissing. All of these things they give you. Cinderella and all of them things is what the youth, get programmed by, and that's what they want. So you have a boy growing up 4 or 5 years old watching Disney. He's going to want to be a princess. He's going to want to be a girl. You have to understand that. That's what they program inside your head when you were youth. And some people might blow it off. Some people might not take it that serious. But some do. So guess what? For the people who don't really take it too serious, but they think about it, bam, they give you this Jazz Jennings right here on TV. Yes, so the youth can say, oh, that's the reason why I feel like that. But you don't understand. It's because of the programming that they program in your head, put beat in your head. That's why you feel like that. Not because you really want to change your gender. Not because you really feel like you're born in the wrong body. But yes, when they give you these programs, you're going to come to that conclusion as a youth. So this one, 5 years old, come to the mom and say, yes, I don't want the penis. I wish the magic, I guess they was talking about, I wish the fairy godmother would come and use the magic wand and change the penis to a vagina. That's what they show you with this one and give you the agenda and show you it grow all the way up till they exchange the supposed genitals. Do you got that, people? So this is a wicked world you live in. Even if they show you people marching on all of these things and people against it, they all are part of the same agenda right here. No matter what come out of their mouth, this is important right here to stop the generations in this track. You understand? Transgender can't have no baby. They change out their own and everything. You can't have no baby. If you're going to transform from a man to a woman or a woman to a man, you're done, fertilized and everything done. Do you got it? Okay, you turn a gay, the same thing happens. So you have to understand, this is how they stop humanity right here, by changing over the people. Turn them into gays, sodomites and everything else. Transgender on the table and everything. This is how they destroy the masses. Now listen, let's get into it and make it run. And we discover who is this sodomite right here. A lot of people don't know, but this is a lot of them. This is them that here that turn a lot of the youths into transgender right here on TV. So pay attention. Watch this.
LGBT lobby have clung to in an effort to push their agenda.
And look, people, they get it big like the Oprah, because I already told you, the Oprah is a man in a drag. It no matter. All of them that you see, they might look big, they might look small. We talk about the supposedly, fat cells that in females and man with muscle mass. So yes, most of those drag men that you see, they're going to look like man with man body structure. But look at this one right here. They take all the precaution, all the things they need to do to turn this one into a supposedly female. Watch this right here.
2-year-old's transition journey was chronicled
Take a look
in
at
a
it,
hit.
people. Go back again. Take a look at this right here, people. Wow, unbelievable. So all these medication that they feed them right there. And sometimes, like I say, when it was growing up and we do a lot of videos on it, sometimes you can't even tell people. I'm not lying. Because it's a little youth and, and it's kind of hard to really, break them down like that. But look at this right here, people. How did they do this? I already told you, man, a lot of medications and things they have on the table to make these things happen. This is a wicked world you live in. 100% satanic run shit.
It was chronicled in a hit reality TV series, I Am Jazz, covering...
I'm Jazz. Yes, what is that about, people? What is jazz? I am is the word you need to pay attention to. Devil shit and the masses.
Child's life,
Look at
family,
this. Take a
and
look.
gender-affirming procedures, including
Wow.
puberty blockers and
Puberty blockers, and take a look at it right there, people. Wow. The world is a big old deception you live in, people. Wicked world. Every time I see this, man, it hurt to know that you transform a youth because it tell you something, man. 5, 6 years old, they tell you what they want. If that was the case, you shouldn't have no youth, man. You shouldn't have no youth in your possession if you think that they run things. 5 years old, they can tell you they want a gender change and you do it. This is the dumbest thing in the world, and they call it supporting. They're supporting their youth, so they basically go the route that they want to go. So I'm always going to use this example. What if the youth want to jump off a bridge? You going to support them? That's just dumb. So it's the same thing, man. They don't understand shit. They're dumb as a rat. Their brain ain't developed yet. You're the one who thinking for them. And they're going to come and tell you they want to change a gender because they born the wrong body, and you jump on it and follow procedures. Even go into gender affirming care. This is the dumbest thing in the world they ever bring to the masses. And like I say, they only put a spotlight on it because it's have to go on. Now you're going to see people with their supposedly, what they call it, opinions. They're going to give you opinions and all of these things, and at the end of the day, they're not going to knock that shit. You have to understand, they're fitting it in society. They have to find a way to fit it in, just like abortion and the banning of abortion. It's always a trick. Yes, to get a chance to fit it in society where people accept it, where they give you pills and everything to just have an abortion right there. You don't have to go to the doctor. What do you think? Now they make it easier for the masses to kill a baby by putting that shit on the table. What do you think they're going to do with this right here? It's just going to get worse. You're going to see people more talking about their non-binary, or they might just be the wrong gender. You understand that? That's the new world.
Surgery.
Look at this.
But is Jazz Jennings' story really as successful as the transgender?
How it gonna be successful? What is successful? It's destruction. There's no success about this shit. It's destruction for the dumb masses.
This would want you to believe.
Look at this.
Joining me to discuss is Head of Research at LGB Alliance, Malcolm Clark. Malcolm, you wrote a fantastic piece about the tragedy of Jazz Jennings, where you unpack the darker reality behind...
I don't know, people, the Jazz Jennings, I don't know if that sound like a damn coded name. 100% in. Sound like it's 33 coding, but JJ right there, you understand? This is how they do the masses. It's a faker. 100% just there to program your youths, because a lot of youths gonna watch it. I'm gonna ask you a question. When they put this shit on TLC and National Geographic, who is watching a 5-year-old doing the transformation from a boy to a girl? Who is watching it? Is it grown folks? No. No, people. It's actually children's programming. That's what you need to understand. That's exactly what they pass this off as, and growing a boy into a girl. Wicked world you live in.
Transition journey. In so many ways, it really is a dark story. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, I do a lot of research on the history of the gay movement and the history of the so-called LGBTQ movement. And obviously, like most people, I just accepted the rough outline of the story of Jazz as we've been presented it by the American mainstream media. And then I decided, as I often do, to go back and really analyze what we were told. And so I went back to the original broadcasts with Barbara Walters.
Yes, I did a video on this one right here, the same clip. Pay attention.
2007, when she went to see a little 4-year-old. And I was just amazed when I watched it to see how Barbara Walters, who was this icon of American journalism...
You don't understand, people. You say icon. It's an icon artist. It's a con artist. You don't get it. The Barbara Walters is the same one that gonna interview Jeffrey Dahmer and them. Do you understand or not, people? The whole wide world is a stage. What you can't get, people. Wow, you're gonna see them interviewing Manson and them characters, those supposed to be famous Journalists, you have to understand, they are all fakers, and the people, they're the one who start these things right here and push it on your kids. Wake your ass up with a bam.
Asking any searching questions and was just...
It's also a man in a drag. All of them is. You have to understand that that's a man in a drag right there interviewing him. Why you sleep on that, people? It is a man. Look at the damn shape on it. Look at the damn waist. You gotta be kidding me. Take a look at this right here. So of course they're down with it and bring it to another youth to change them over also. Do you get it? What I tell you, who is watching this programming is the same youth. So think about this programming that they have on TLC and National Geographic. How many youths did it capture? How many youths decide that they want to change their gender after watching the Jazz Jennings? Just tell me.
Wasn't asking any searching questions and was just accepting everything that Jazz Jennings, rather strange mother in particular, and her parents in general, were saying about. I say her. So it's so easy to get to use the wrong pronouns. I mean, the point is, Jazz Jennings is a boy, was a boy, and is a man. But the mainstream media convinced us that this boy was a girl.
They
and when you go back and look at the original footage, you're amazed at how much were being deluded by her parents, and how much it seems to me that it may well have been,
look at this shit,
if not a grift, then something very close to a shared delusion across the family.
Well, I've spoken to trans woman Blair White on a number of occasions, and one of her great lines is a transgender 4-year-old. Yeah, she tells it like it is. But one of her great lines is a transgender 4-year-old is like a vegan cat. We all know who's making the lifestyle decisions. And talking about...
You see that, people? Who is making the lifestyle decision? Like I don't tell you, people, this is a wicked world you live in. No doubt about it. The youths don't have no place in this supposedly world. You understand? They're going to destroy them 100%.
The parents in this case, they claim she wanted to medically transition from when she was a toddler, from when she was 2 years old.
You see? I said 5 years old, but they tell you it's 2 years old, people. 2 years old. And I'm always going to ask you where they get these youths from. Do you believe it is who they say it is? The answer is no. So listen what they do. They talk about, child trafficking and child abuse and all of these things. That's it right there in a nutshell. That's it right there in a nutshell. They show you a 2-year-old that they're going to transform into a different gender. And remember, the child don't have nothing to do with it. You have to understand that they don't make decisions. 2 years old, people. And they start the process and put it on TV. Where does this fucker come from on TV, people? How did they get to broadcast this on TV to show the world? How did it get on TV? Because he said he want to change his gender? That's why it get on TV and this big network? It's dumb shit. It's not like you see it on YouTube or one of these social media, so you're confused and don't know what it is. You see it on the mainstream media. A 2-year-old getting transformed in front of your eyes, changing the gender. What do you think? That's child abuse in a nutshell. Where did they get the Jazz Jennings from? That youth. Where does the person come from? You don't get it. You think that's the parents? They show you on TV? You're dumb as a rat, like I tell you. That's abuse. They kidnap those kids from somewhere, take them from some mom. In some kind of way, they get those youths for Hollywood. Where you think they come from? They're in there from their youths. They come from all different places of this earth. And then they bring them on TV and tell you, look, they got a mom right there and a dad, and we're going to do these things. And so it's good because the parents is down. But you don't get it. It's not their parents. It's just for the programming. They're going to sell it to you nice. All of these people they introduced to you in Hollywood, they're also trans, and they're the one who grow them 100%. So for the people who sleep on this agenda right here, this big agenda that they're pushing, just make sure you stay close to your youths. Make sure you know what they're thinking about. Make sure you know what they're basically planning, because guess what? They're watching a Pacific program on these kids network that you give them. Yes, they collect something. They pick up some kind of ideology. If you don't get into it and make them know, hey, this is bad or good, or I don't want you to do with this, and you can shake that or something, you're going to end up with a messed up brain youth. No lie. Confused and everything, because that's what this world is about. So be careful, people, and keep an eye on your youth. And listen, you grow them. Don't let them grow you. Do you get it? Don't let them put you up on game. You're the one who's supposed to take care of them. So don't let a 2-year-old boy come tell you they want to change the gender because they're born in the wrong body, and you jump on it, but you're supporting them. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Yes, the mag is on the run. Bam on.